There's something about quiet people that makes others uneasy. It's not rudeness. It's not arrogance. And it's not a lack of emotion. It's the fact that they're hard to read. People often say, "I can't tell what you're thinking. You're so mysterious. I never know where I stand with you." And while that's often said casually, social psychology shows that this reaction comes from something deeper. Quiet people disrupt how most people make sense of others. 1. Most people rely on verbal clues to feel safe. In everyday social life, people read others through tone of voice, speed of speech, verbal reassurance, constant feedback. Talking signals predictability. When someone talks a lot, others feel oriented. They know what you think, how you feel, where they stand. Quiet people don't provide this map. And when the map disappears, discomfort appears. 2. Silence removes the usual emotional signals. Social psychology calls this signal reduction. Quiet people don't over-explain. Don't narrate emotions. Don't fill gaps with reassurance. Don't broadcast intentions. This forces others to rely on observation, interpretation, projection. And projection is uncomfortable. People don't like guessing. They like certainty. 3. When you don't reveal yourself, others fill in the gaps. Here's a key insight from social psychology. When information is missing, the brain invents it. Quiet people create informational gaps. So others start assuming. You're judging them. You're hiding something. You're uninterested. You're emotionally distant. Not because it's true, but because silence creates ambiguity. And ambiguity triggers anxiety. 4. Quiet people don't give instant emotional feedback. Most people regulate themselves socially by checking reactions. They look for nods, laughs, verbal agreement, emotional mirroring. Quiet people often respond internally first. You listen. You process. You pause. Social psychology calls this delayed feedback processing. To others, this pause feels like disapproval, uncertainty, emotional distance. But in reality, it's depth. 5. You observe more than you reveal. This is where the imbalance appears. Quiet people often know more about others than others know about them. Because you listen more than you speak. You notice patterns. You remember details. You observe inconsistencies. This creates what psychology calls asymmetrical awareness. And asymmetry makes people uneasy. They feel seen without being able to see back. 6. Stillness is often misread as control. Here's a subtle but powerful point. In group settings, the calmest person often appears the most powerful. Not because they dominate, but because they don't react. Social psychology shows that emotional neutrality is often interpreted as confidence, authority, detachment, superiority. Even when none of that is intended. Your stillness makes others project power onto you. 7. Quiet people don't perform socially. Most people adjust themselves constantly. Tone, expression, humor, energy. Quiet people don't perform as much. You remain consistent. Social psychology calls this low expressive variability. And while it creates internal stability, it reduces external readability. People don't know how to place you. So they label you as mysterious. The reframe you need. If people find you hard to read, it doesn't mean you're closed off. It means you don't overshare. You don't react impulsively. You don't perform emotions. You process internally. You reveal yourself selectively. You're not hiding. You're unavailable to superficial scanning. Final thought. The world is used to loud emotional signals. Quiet people operate on a different frequency. And when someone can't read you easily, it doesn't mean you're cold. It means you're steady. You're grounded. You're intentional. In a noisy world, stillness becomes unreadable. And that's not a weakness. It's a different kind of presence. If this video helped you understand why people struggle to read you, subscribe and stay with the channel. The next video will explain why quiet people often have stronger boundaries than they realize.